Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. First of all, thank you for all the love and the support. Thank you for all the positive energy. And thank you for you being you. This is not just a channel. This is a community of collectors talking about things dealing with collecting. Fam, let's get it real. Never set your damn self on fire to keep any damn body warm. You know what? You should always come number one in your damn life. There should be nobody else that comes before you. God is on a whole nother level. You are down here, God is up here. Y'all not on the same level and never will be. In my life, I order it this way. There's me, my wife, then my kids. The reason why my kids come last, because my kids don't contribute shit to this life that me and my wife are making for those kids. You know what? If me and my wife are not mentally and physically together, we cannot raise them. They will not come out right. You know what? This is why I do not cater to my kids. This is why I don't give them everything that I didn't have as a child. You have to earn that. You know what? You have to want that. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to create another entitled ass child out here or entitled adult. I'm not trying to have that. I'm not trying to do that to any damn body out there. We don't need no more of that. Fam, you know what? I see so many people set the people they love on pedestals. They treat them like stars. And you become their fan. And guess what? You know how stars treat fans? Yeah. That's how they start treating you. Never get into a situation and be so engrossed in it that you forget who the hell you are. You know what? Your hobbies, the things that you like to do, that shit should never fall by the wayside. If theirs don't fall by the wayside, yours shouldn't either. You know what? Your hobbies are the thing that makes you you. The things that you like to do. You know, even if it's reading books, buying books and reading them, you know, your happiness shouldn't come last. You shouldn't have to drown while trying to hold everybody else up. And you regurgitating water. Your lungs are full of water. You drowning to try to hold everybody else up, to keep everybody else afloat. That ain't how this shit works. You know what? I used to put people above myself. And, you know, I found out I used to have people in my relationships, you know, far as, you know, able to say stuff and things like that. No, man, I don't put anybody into my situation. If I didn't get on that stage in front of the judge or, you know, in front of everybody and say I do to that particular person, if you wasn't up there with me with the justice of the peace or the reverend, you know what? Your ass don't got no say so. I don't listen to people about my relationship. I don't invite people in. I don't listen to that toxicity. You know, I don't add people to situations that they weren't a part of. It shouldn't be a part of. You know, I've been doing a lot lately. I've been trying to understand stuff. I've been trying to situate shit when it happens. I've been, you know, educating people on what's going on. You know, my friend once told me, he said, me and my wife are some of the happiest people you may know. I mean, we're really happy. And, you know, a while later, he come to find out his wife was cheating. And, you know, he was like, how did this happen? I said, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you something. You can never speak for somebody else. You could only speak for yourself. And that's what I do. I don't speak for my wife. I don't speak for my kids. I speak for me. And when I speak for me, I know how I feel. And you know what? It's the little things in a relationship that keep it going. It's those little affectionate moments, you know, when shit happen where other stuff is just not clicking and working. Those smaller things are able to fill the void. You can tell when somebody loves you. Anytime somebody tells you this one thing, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, that means that relationship is over. You should run for the hills. You shouldn't look back. Hell, if you can, get a lawyer, get divorced. If you can't, go to the courthouse. They got paperwork that you can fill out to do it yourself. Do not stay in some shit that you do not belong in, fam. If somebody do not want you, you don't need to be there. I knew this cat that put his kid out there and You know, he loved his son. I mean, damn, he did any damn thing for him. He was his miracle child. He always wanted a son. You know, he wanted a kid, put it like that, but he got a son. You know, he didn't try to make him a mini-me or anything like that. He loved his son. He taught him the right and wrong. But, you know, his son still came out wrong. It wasn't nothing he done. He loved him. He taught him. He was a great father. His mother was a great mother to him, but he still came out bad. And guess what? It's okay. That's not your fault. I had a friend whose child was on drugs. They put him in rehab, I mean, a couple of times, and they end up, he had to go to jail. They put their house up as collateral. Man, this motherfucker skipped town. They lost their house and every damn thing else, fam. You know what? Sometimes you got to let your kids go. Sometimes you just have to know when to cut the umbilical cord. You know, I have friends who take their kids all around the world with them. When they go on trips, they take their kids. You shouldn't be taking kids to places like Italy and London and Ireland and all of these places. And I know you're saying, Uncle, hold on. That could be a family getaway and all of that. But if you make it, whereas they had all of these experiences before they became adult, they don't think this shit is ordinary. They don't think this is something that's supposed to happen all the time, and it's not. In life, you may not be able to do shit. And that's real. This is why I say you got to prepare your kids for the real world. Not make-believe land. A lot of people are setting people up for failure. And I don't understand that. Like, why would you do that? You know, I don't have, you know, I have heart-to-hearts with my kid. And I tell them the truth. Shit is bad out there. You know what? This generation right now feels lost. It seems like a lot of them think that shit grows on trees. And, you know, you're supposed to get everything you want. You don't have to put no work in. You know what? Instagram really done fucked up a whole generation because it got them feeling so entitled, like they supposed to have all this stuff. Girl was on there talking about she should have a $500,000 wedding ring. Who the hell you marrying? What make you think you can get a $500,000 wedding ring out of any man? No man ain't gonna do that. You know what? You cannot come to people's tables if you don't have nothing to bring to the table. If I'm bringing a whole damn table and every damn thing else, why do I need you? If you're not bringing, oh, but see, I look good and I'm good in bed. Man, that don't mean shit. When bills come, that don't mean shit. It didn't mean shit then and it don't mean nothing now. What happened from all of those days of old into the days of now? A lot of guys now realize we are the prize. We realize that we hold all the damn cards. If we got all the money to pay all the damn bills, see, men don't get into their prime till they're older. Women are in their prime when they're younger. You know, their looks are at their peak, you know, when they're younger. You know, like from 21 and up. They're at their peak, you know, up until like 30, 35. But, you know, after a while, you get that, you look good for your age look. You know, that line, and, you know, they get upset. But, fam, a man is good when he's able to be established. Got a good job, you know, place, you know, his car. You know what? You established. You know what? You have all the power now because you can choose what you want. This girl once told my friend she don't date fat guys, and she started laughing. I mean, she was laughing hard. He said, I don't date chicks with kids, so I'm sorry. And she got mad as hell. See, that's what's wrong with men now. See, no, but it was okay for you to have standards, but when he had them, see, this shit, fam, look, I'm glad that in this generation, a lot of these young people are thinking twice. They're not getting married fast. They out here, you know, living their best life, whatever that may be for them. You know, at the end of the day, you are accountable for all your actions and everything that you are going through and everything that you will go through. That's on you. But you know what? I am impressed by these young people right now because they are doing some of the shit that, you know, that the older generation should have been doing. Like people like my father You know, whereas he was just stressed the hell out and working all these damn jobs and providing, and, you know, and he like, man, you know, and a lot of cats out there didn't get respect at all. And see, that's the thing. Back then, them cats had like a whole nother damn family on the side because they just didn't give a shit. They were like, look, I'm tired of this. And some of the women knew and didn't say shit. You know what, man, look. What I'm trying to say out of all of this stuff, and I didn't go all beating around the path, I told you the truth. Never put somebody before you. You was born in this world by your damn self. You gonna die by your damn self. You know what? It's the way you treat yourself is the way how other people treat you. You know, I have friends who are doormats and people just walk all over them. And they were like, man, why do people treat you different? Because I don't allow that shit. You ain't gonna come to me any kind of way. You ain't gonna come in here talking crazy. I'm not gonna have that. Fam, you know what? I done cut many motherfuckers off. Friends, family. Man, I don't care. At the end of the day, look, it's about you. You know what? If people bringing nothing but negativity into your space, they're not bringing anything positive. They're not talking to you right. They're not treating you right. You don't know what the hell really going on. You know, you trying to justify some situations. And man, at the end of the day, you just like, look, I'm just done. You know what? I did it your way. I'm going to do it my way now. You know, and that's how I look at it now. You know, my kids are in their 20s. And when they were younger, that's how we raised them. We raised them as children. You know, they went outside and played. They rode bikes. They did shit. You know, later on, if they sit in front of the TV and play video games, that's on them. They grown. They don't live here. And that's my thing. You know, you raise them. I was raised, you know, the old-fashioned way. When you turn 18, you got to get the fuck out of here. And I'm not playing with you. When I turned 18, I was leaving out that damn door damn near. I was getting ready. I was going to college. I was doing this. Man, they was like, look, we ain't paying for you to go to college. You got to do it like we did it. You got to find a way. Guess what? I found a way. You can't spoon feed people. You can't give them everything. If you haven't went through shit, if you haven't struggled, if you haven't paid your dues, trust me, your ass in for a world of hurt. And you know, my friend was saying he believed that a lot of kids out here right now are soft. And I'm not, you know, nothing gender and none of that nonsense. I'm talking about they expect everything without doing anything to get it. That entitlement, you know, that all important. It don't matter what color they are, what gender they are, that entitlement. And, you know, I've been looking at that shit for the longest, and I'm like, man, we need to be better. Everybody need to phase in and focus on the right things here, man. You know what? I see people fighting for shit that don't really mean anything. You know, at the end of the day, you should be fighting for more pay. We should be fighting for a cap on rent prices, man. We should be fighting for shit to go down. You know, inflation, you know, fix that. This is what we should be fighting for. But, you know, there's so many people fighting to twerk. I'm just confused, man. I should be able to twerk anytime I want to. I should be twerking at work. And I'm like, what in the actual hell really going on here, man? And I'm like, damn. This is why I ease back. You know what? When people don't want you in your life, if they could only call you when they need something, don't pick your phone up. You know, everybody go through something. You might be going through something right now. You may be feeling something right now. You may be seeing shit that you haven't seen in a long time. And this is how I'm looking at everything that my life is. You know, I'm looking at everything and I'm just trying to, you know, understand what I need to do next, man. You know what? A lot of people actually fail their damn kids out here. Just failed them. You know, and this is not me pointing fingers. This is not me saying any damn thing because I'm not somebody that could actually say anything. You know, my thing is a lot of people just, you know, out there doing them. If you're a parent, you need to raise your damn kids. You know, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about I come first and my wife come first and we gonna do what we do. No. As parents, we know our job. We know what we're supposed to do. And that's the way we're supposed to do it. Real talk, fam. And this is the damn thing that I am so confused by. But this is why I'm working on everything. And this is why I'm pushing to try to get something. You know, I'm trying to make things better. Maybe we could talk. Maybe we can, you know, fill in, you know, some of the spaces that we missing. Fam, yes, I'm going to do an Instagram and a Facebook page. You know, it all will be called Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews. All of it. And I'm going to try to do a Twitter page. So I'm going to try to get all this stuff going within the next week for we can all talk. Because, you know, this channel ain't gonna always be about toys and video games. It's going to be about shit that we all hold near and dear. Our lives. And shit that's going on in it. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.